So I often get asked what we do. People don't really understand it. So I'm creating a number of these case study videos to talk about past projects that we've been involved with or that we've created. So in this video, we're going to talk about a project we initiated to set up a public-private partnership with a university. The reason we share these videos is because we're passionate about helping smaller businesses compete against the corporate takeover of most industries. Customer convenience and access to capital means small businesses will mostly die out before the end of the decade if they don't adapt and start thinking about new ways of running the business. We work in partnership with established 7- and 8-figure businesses to create new product offerings and business models. Then we position and package them up to compete against their corporate rivals. We create and invest in alternative ways of doing things to create industry-leading brands. But now let's get back to the video. So at a very high level, the plan was to take all of the back office function at the university and then set that up as a new business and sell those services out to local businesses and to the public sector. So essentially taking a cost center or overhead in the organization and turning it into a revenue generating asset and a profit center. So to give one example, we would take the facilities management department and we'd sell facilities management services to external local businesses and to the public sector, using the existing facilities and staff as the foundation to build from that. The purpose to it, well, it had two main objectives. The first was to increase revenue for the university, and the second was to provide graduates of the university with a job so they could gain real life working experience before going into the job market. But the side benefit of setting the project up, it was also designed to bring local businesses into the university ecosystem and then get to know those graduates working in it with the hope of building that relationship and then giving them employment. So as part of this project, we secured investment for it and we had some initial positive feedback from potential clients. All that we needed was agreement with the university. Unfortunately, nobody in the organization wanted to make a decision. Everyone we spoke to liked the idea of it. They understood the commercial benefits of doing it, but nobody would make a decision. Instead, they just passed it off to someone else in the chain. In total, we spent about 18 months just talking to people, but never moving forward. So the lessons learned from this project were that the larger an organization is, the harder it is to get agreement. And it also takes much longer compared to dealing with a much smaller business. This organization employed over 3,000 staff and probably over 100 people that all had a say in the decision-making process. Also, the culture of the organization was very different to that of a fast growth, innovative business, which is where we come from. In this organization, the culture was more about self-protection rather than innovation and problem solving. So another lesson would be around having partners that share a similar culture. But these are the experiences that help us when we set up a project in the future. Now, if you've watched my other case study videos, you might have noticed a pattern. While we learn lessons from each individual project, if you zoom out and look at the bigger picture of all these case studies together, there's a common thread that runs through them all. And that is that when we've initiated a project ourselves, trying to run it ourselves, things haven't really gone how we'd hoped, like with this one. But when we've done it as a partnership, sometimes almost within that partner's business, it's gone much better. And this is the reason we've shifted our own model to follow this formula. It's why we set up these projects in partnership with established specialists in each area.